If you are selected to be an e-poll book judge, you will report to your location at 5:30 in the morning, find your voting location manager, and they will give you your green box, your poll pad, and your other supplies. In your green suitcase, you'll find the printer, the base, the charger for the printer, the ID holder, the charger for the iPad, and 2 styluses. First, you'll plug in the 2 parts of the cord. With the flat end up, you will take the small end of the cord and plug it in to the back of the printer. And then you're going to hold the power plug and put it into your outlet. You will turn it on the left-hand side, and then a green light will appear on the front. Now we will start to put together the poll pad. We will start with the base and the stand. We will open this up and then push it into place. Next, with the poll pad, we have a connector here in the back that'll go to the stand. You're going to take your poll pad with the numbers to the top. You're going to put it in. You're going to squeeze the 2 green buttons on the sides, put it into place, and then release the green buttons. And then that'll hold the iPad in place. You will then assemble your plug. The 2 prongs can be pushed out, and then the plug can go in to our surge protector. We will be plugging our device in on your right-hand side, and then this part will just go to the power outlet. Finally, on the back of the iPad on the left-hand side, you will take the ID scanner and slide it in, and then you can place one of your styluses through that hole. All right, at your check-in table, you're going to have a couple poll pads per each location, and you should have both of those set up already. In between your poll pads, you need to place the reminder that people are signing an official election document, and that can just sit in the middle of the table. Then next to one of the poll pads, you're going to need your street search papers, and then you will also have a red folder which contains your name change form within the same precinct and the change of address within the same precinct forms. And then close by, you will need a highlighter. So to turn your iPad on, you'll press the power button on the top left-hand side, and then you will press the home button. Our application is at the bottom center of the screen. Tap that and it will open. And then at the top right-hand corner, you will see 2 icons. On the left hand, you will see the printer. If it is green, you are connected. If it is red, you will need to shut off the iPad and try rebooting it. When you click the printer icon, enter poll worker credentials. The Democrat login is DEM. Then click over on the password. Click down in your bottom left to change to numbers. 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 ones. Sign in. It'll take you to the Republican. REP. Tap over to the password. 2, 2, 2, 2. And sign in. And then you can go in and print your test receipt. You will take your test receipt and put it in your clear string bag. Next, you will go to the menu button in the top left-hand corner of the poll pad. You will go to Summary Report. You will tap on that, and it will bring you here to this page. Here, everything will read as zeros at the start of the election because you have yet to vote anybody. To prove that, we will just hit print. We will take our zeroed receipt and we will also put that in our clear string bag. A voter, when they come in to check in, will hand you their ID. You will flip it to the backhand side for the barcode, and you can place it on the back of our scanner. You will hit scan barcode. You will give it a minute to adjust, and our voter will pop up. You will just click on their name. You will choose the type of ID they provided you. Hit OK. Confirm that this is the person that we are working with. Hit accept. During a primary election, the voter is going to have to choose their ballot. There might be Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Green, or issues only. So you'll turn the iPad around towards the voter and ask them to select their ballot. And then once they do so, we can hit accept in the top right-hand corner. You will turn the poll pad around and ask them to sign. We will hit done signing. We'll just do one last quick check to make sure everything is correct. We will hit submit. So you will take your receipt and you will highlight the bottom of the ballot. You will hand the receipt and the ID back to the voter and direct them to the ballot table. Sometimes a voter will hand you something that is not a photo ID, for example, a water bill. So we will have to manually enter to find our person. You can usually only just type a couple letters of the last name and you'll be able to find them. And we are looking for Danny. This time, we are not selecting photo ID. We will select the utility bill and it'll ask us a few questions. Does the address match? Yes. Does the voter's name match? Yes. Hit continue. We are using a utility bill, so hit OK. Confirm this is the person we are working with. Hit accept. Ask the person to sign. We will hit done signing. Confirm all of this information is correct. Hit submit. Processed successfully. And then we will take our voter receipt, highlight the bottom, and return both the bill and the receipt to our voter and point them towards the ballot table. All right, so now we have a water bill telling us that Alan has come to vote. So we're going to manually search for him, and there we are, Francis Allen. However, as you can see, it says that this person has voted absentee. Sometimes people will pull out an absentee ballot but never turn it in and come into their voting location. So Francis Allen here can still vote, but we are going to have to process them provisionally. So we will hit that. We are using one of their utility bills. We will answer the following questions. Does the address match? Yes. Does the voter's name match? Yes. Hit continue. Confirm we are using a utility bill. We have the person we are working with confirm that this is the correct person. Hit accept. Turn it around and ask them to sign. They will sign. Hit done signing. Check and make sure all the information is still correct. Hit submit. We will take our voting receipt and we will highlight the bottom. Notice that at the top of the receipt it says provisional. So we will then give them both their ID and their receipt and send them over to the provisional table. So we have a voter giving us our ID. We are going to manually enter looking for this person. We are going to type it in. We are going to hit search. There are no records found. We are going to ask our voter if they have recently moved to this location, to which they will tell us yes. So we are not going to be able to find them in our system, and we are going to have to process them as a new provisional voter. So we will go back to our home screen. We will hit menu in the top left-hand corner. We will go towards the yellow circle that says new provisional voter. We will click on that and it'll pull up a bit of a questionnaire and we will start filling it out. So our voter is a US citizen. Our voter is over 18. You can give and turn this around and ask them to fill in their information to become a new voter. So we will put that in real quick. Next, house number. And it'll autofill for our location. We will hit next. Voting provisionally. Submit. All right, our voter is now added. So we can hit accept. It'll pop them up for us. We will hit accept. We will ask them to sign. Done signing. We will double check and make sure all of our information is correct. We will hit submit. We will take our receipt and highlight their ballot location. Again, notice that at the top of the receipt, it does say provisional. So we will hand them back both their ID and their voter receipt and send them over to the provisional table for further instruction. So it is now 11 or 4 o'clock, and we are going to run our 11 and 4 reports now that we've had some voters. So we're going to go to the menu in the top left-hand corner. We are going to go to the white circle that says Summary Report and click on that. And it will load all of our voter information. If you look here, it says we've added 1 voter, we've canceled a couple voters, we've voted a few provisionals, and we've had about 500 check-ins. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our check-ins column along the top bar here. We're going to click check-ins, and this has a list of all of the people who have voted today. So what we are going to do is we are just going to hit print, and that'll give us our summary. Now you only have to do the 11 and 4 report on one of the machines. Once everything is finished printing, you can remove the receipt. You will then take your long string here and you will tape it to the door of the voting location you are at. And then you will do the same report again at 4 o'clock, and you will also tape that at the door. Now that the election is over with, we can tear down our poll pads. Before you do anything, you're going to want to shut everything off. So you're going to want to hold up here for a couple seconds and then slide to power off. Then you can unplug the machine, close them up, unplug them up here. You can slide this off the way it came on, and you can hold the green stickers on the back and remove the poll pad. You can separate the base from the stand, and you will close the stand back up. Now when you're closing the stand back up, make sure that this side here is going towards the center, because if you go this way, it leaves you too much space. This is much smaller. And then same deal with the printer. Before you can take it apart, you have to turn it off on the left-hand side. That'll power that down. You will unplug from the back. And then you can unplug the cord. To put away your poll pad, you're going to open your green suitcase, and you will start with the printer, and it'll go back in its original place. You'll take the stand and set it into one side of the circle. You'll take your rolled up cords from the printer, and those will go on the other half of that circle. You can take your base and place that on top. You can take the ID scanner and place it into his slot. You can take your stylus and put it into the circle right there. And then your iPad charger will slide right next to the ID scanner. And then you can close up your box, and you will give your poll pad to the voting location manager at the end of the day.